Hey YouTube, I'm Motor Racing Network Steve Post, and the new cars are rolling in. Seems like every day we're getting a shipment, and let's talk a little bit about the 2014 models. And it's exciting, and some great looking race cars featured here today on our Plan B sales show. First off, Tony Stewart, the Mobil 1 Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boat Chevrolet. This is the classic black and white paint scheme that Tony Stewart wheels half the time on the tour, and this is an absolutely great looking car from Stewart-Haas Racing. Alongside, well, it's the Bass Pro Shops Mobil 1 colors, and Tony rotates and flip-flops those colors. This is the Bass Pro Shop cars. So we have the primary paint schemes, 1/24th scale for Tony Stewart, in stock now and ready to roll. Speaking of Stewart-Haas Racing, Kevin Harvick's Budweiser Jimmy John's Chevrolet from Stewart-Haas Racing. Remember Kevin making the move to the number 4 car? These are the first ones out, and these cars absolutely gorgeous. This classic red and white Budweiser paint scheme for Stewart-Haas Racing for Kevin Harvick. How about Kasey Kahne fans? We know you're out there. Farmers Insurance, just the classic look, the dark blue color. The number 5 on the side. This is the Farmers Insurance Chevrolet for Kasey Kahne for Hendrick Motorsports. And alongside of that, we have the 2014 Great Clips paint scheme that Kasey will be wheeling for Hendrick Motorsports. So these are all the current 2014 models in 1/24th scale cars. Now, we also have the class of 2014 Hall of Fame car. Now, this is actually a 2013 model of the race car, but this is the car honoring the 5 inductees just recently inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Those inductees, right on the front of the car, Tim Flock and Fireball Roberts. We had Dale Jarrett inducted into the Hall of Fame. Jack Ingram, the Iron Man, and engine builder Maurice Petty. All those names on the hood of the car, the class of 2014 for the NASCAR Hall of Fame. So those are our 1/24th scale cars. We have some neat 2014 1/64th scale cars as well. The Blue Deuce, the Penske Ford for Brad Keselowski, alongside the Miller Lite colors on that 1/64th scale car. A lot of Stewart-Haas, and that's what we have now. More. Kevin Harvick, the Jimmy John's paint scheme in 1/64th scale. Here's the classic Budweiser paint scheme, just like we have in 1/24th scale. Kurt Busch fans, last year it seemed like we waited forever to get Kurt Busch diecast in. Look at this. We're not even at Daytona, and we've got Haas CNC Chevrolets for 2014 with Kurt Busch and Tony Stewart, the Code 3 Associates paint scheme and the Mobil 1 paint scheme in 1/64th scale. So it is an exciting time in the diecast world because all these new cars are coming in, and all these cars are available at your local diecast dealer or at Plan B sales. But don't go away. A special edition of the Post Show, our winning photos from our holiday extravaganza, that's coming up next. Hey folks, it's the Post Show here on YouTube, and we just absolutely love the back and forth. And that's what this portion of the show is, back and forth. Sometimes we take your questions right down below, so please keep those questions coming in. What we asked you to do over the holidays was send in pictures of your diecast to our Twitter and to our Facebook account. Folks, we love it. We absolutely love seeing what you got. Now, we have this contest going on, and we're going to work on another contest for you, but that doesn't mean stop sending those pictures, because we want to see them. We want to see what they look like when you open them up, and you can brag to all your friends at what you got from Plan B sales. But let's take a look at some of the holiday diecast that we have. Your pictures submitted from Twitter, CJA01-Chris. Yeah, easy, isn't it? 2 Izod Indy cars, one of Tony Kanaan, his Indy win, and then also 2 Jimmy Johnson cars, the Monsters University and the Planes movie car. So great, great stuff from Chris there. DGNR8 Fox. He has Clint Boyer's 5-hour energy car. This is the autograph version. So, man, that's a good looking car for Boyer. DPITTRE 24. I have no idea. I'm not going to try to pronounce this stuff, folks. The Blaney Sanny 1/64th and David Gilliland's Loves Travel Stop 1/64th scale car. So those really great cars as well. EJC 1999 at Twitter. Austin Dillon's Kentucky race winning car. Boy, I'll tell you what a memory that was. Austin Dillon just stomped the field up there at Kentucky. Now, This one's easy to figure out who you're cheering for. Go 78 Smith. Yeah, Regan Smith fan there from a year or two back with the Twitter account. Regan's 2013 Hellman's car, the Goodies car, and the 2012 Furniture Row car for Regan Smith. Jake LT 2001 has a huge lot of 164th cars. My gosh, 70 more cars. Absolutely amazing, Jake. Love that collection of die-cast car. Now again, another one of our fans whose Twitter certainly shows who you're cheering for. Kane 5 Hendrick. 12 124th scale cars. We have Ricky Stenhouse NOS car. Casey Kane Farmers Insurance car. Kurt Busch, or Kyle Busch that is, Monster Energy car, and more from different other cars that we have, an exclusive from Kyle's store. So, and we absolutely love seeing all the die-cast cars you have there for all your favorite drivers. This one here, Little E fan, a 124th scale Truex Napa car, a Danica Pink car, and a Brad Keselowski NASCAR Salutes car. So, great collection for the Little E fan. NASCARGO 19, 164th Larson Clorox car, a Peanut Butter M&M's car, and the Kyle Busch Snickers paint scheme. And looking at that picture made me very hungry, by the way. So, how about that for NASCAR Go 19. Race Day 2011, 4 different cars, 124th and 3 164 scale cars. Look at them there. Absolutely great collection, and we hope it made a Merry Christmas for you. Race Fan for Life 20, David Reagan's Talladega Win car and Trevor Bayne's Iowa Win car. I'll tell you folks, Win cars are just memory lane trips, and there's a couple of them that we've talked about a lot here on the Post Show, and we always look at those race cars and remember those race winning runs. Rusty 2 PA added the Miller Genuine Draft Hall of Fame car to what is already a huge Rusty Wallace collection, and boy, I'll tell you, so neat to see the collections of cars. You know, who doesn't like Rusty Wallace? Hall of Famer, and just to look at the cars and look at the history of the vehicles that Rusty drove. So we appreciate that. Our friend Rusty 2 PA. At Smith-888 added Kevin Harvick's Auto Club race-winning car, liquid color, and 6 car collection of race-winning cars. And again, the variety here, I just love seeing what you're purchasing here. And the variety that you're picking. So really, really cool there for Smith-888. SMO99 fan. All right, well, that's a Carl Edwards fan. 3 Carl Edwards Fastenal cars. The Honoring Our Heroes, the straight-up number 60 Fastenal car, and the number 99 Fastenal Heroes Hired Here car. So really, really cool for SMO99 fan. Obviously, a Carl Edwards fan. And finally on the Twitter account, Cord Beal Gal, okay, C-O-R-D-B-E-I-L Gal, Kenny Wallace, number 81 Square D car. That was a trip down memory lane. One of my first jobs in racing was Kenny Wallace's PR with Square D Company, and when I saw that picture show up on our Twitter, I'll tell you what, it flooded my memory banks of great times hanging out with Kenny Wallace and the Square D team. So those are the ones on Twitter. On Facebook, a lot of you jumped in on Facebook. Billy Howard has the Dale Jr. Octane Garage Camo autographed car. Another one of these unique cars that are designed by the different drivers, and that is just a really cool car for Dale Jr. Cody Gray, 10 Carl Edwards cars, 124 scale. Man, all kinds of finishes there for a Carl Edwards fan across the board. Just really, really cool looking cars. Carl Haas sent us pictures on Facebook as well. 3 124th scale cars. We've got Kyle Busch's Peanut Butter M&M's, Kyle Busch's M&M's car, and Carl Edwards Fastenal Ford, and 7, count them, 7 164th scale die-cast cars. McMurray, Kane, Gilliland, Kyle Busch, Edwards, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Man, I'll tell you what, Craig, what a great collection of die-cast cars you've added to your pile of race cars this time during the holiday season. Jake Waxman, he writes in on Facebook with a Stenhouse Jr. Zest 164th car and a Denny Hamlin Jason Leffler Tribute 164th scale car. And also we see that Matt Kenseth hat there too. So love the apparel as well. We talked diecast, but we certainly have your apparel as well. John Robb, he says he sends in a picture of Casey Kane's Pepsi Max, the 124th scale and the 1/64 scale cars. And those Pepsi Max cars, just good looking race cars. And Stan Wiebe, and I apologize if I butchered it, Stan, Dale Jr.'s Amp Orange color chrome car. And look at this, really, really good looking race car. So those are the cars sent in. Now what we had you do is $10 credit for the one that we select as our favorite. Well, I'll tell you what, you folks made it really hard because, man, I'll tell you what, love seeing those collections. And again, keep those cars coming. But we're going to go to the Twitter feed, or Twitter, Race Fan for Life 20. David Reagan's Talladega win and Trevor Bain's Iowa win. And we will be contacting you for your $10 credit for future purchases at planbsales.com. So, folks, again, we remind you, keep those pictures out there on Twitter. When a box arrives in the mail, open it up and share it with the world. The great die-cast or apparel that you got from Plan B Sales. That's all the time we have for the post show this time. More contests coming up, though. We've been racking our brains trying to figure neat things to do. And, folks, the race season is upon us, and we're all anxious about that, too. So thanks for joining us here on the post show, all part of this Plan B Sales die-cast review show. We love that you guys are getting involved with us here on YouTube. We have the comments below. Feel free to mention your comments here. Follow us on Twitter at Plan B Sales, and we'll keep you informed on what we have. And please get some back and forth conversation going, because we love talking racing and love talking with you race fans out there, and we appreciate the business you do give us.